Please welcome Clay Johnson.
Thank you, Clay.
Hi there. I'm Clay Johnson, and I'm more than the director of Sunlight Labs. I'm your director of Sunlight Labs for the Sunlight Foundation. What we believe is open source plus open data equals better government. And my job is to find opportunities for developers, open source developers, to change their country. Nothing less. And I'm here to talk to you about one particular way, well, a couple particular ways, but one particular way, really, that you can do that. So this is the problem. This is the end of Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. So Indiana, everyone's seen the movie, right? So Indiana Jones goes and finds the Ark of the Covenant, defeats the Nazis, brings it back home to the United States, and the Ark of the Covenant gets locked away in a gigantic government warehouse. And if anybody can find a higher resolution picture of this, I'd love it. But this is the problem that we fight every day. We don't have any fedoras. Instead, we have keyboards. But this is what we're up against. We want to destroy this government warehouse. And one thing that we've noticed lately is a startling problem when it comes to government's use of the web. So on the left, you see BarackObama.com. That price, according to OpenSecrets.org, was about $2.8 million. On the right, according to USAspending.gov, is the price tag on the content management system for WhiteHouse.gov, $16 million. So government has started to spend. Government has always spent a lot of money on technology. Here's Recovery.gov. The Recovery.gov contract just got signed a few weeks ago. Over the course of the next 6 months, the company will be paid $9.5 million for that contract, and then they have another $8.5 million worth of options to over the next 4 years to build Recovery.gov. So if you're a smart developer, an open source developer who may have a wry sense of humor, like me, the first thing you think is, that is completely outrageous. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the government is spending so much money on the web. Instead of using cats, I used funny pictures of myself. And then the second thing that you think is, can I get a piece of that? Now the answer to that question is really simple. No, you can't. And I want to help us change that. There's, I think, something that we can do to change that. But the reason why we've got to figure it out is we have to change this process. We have to open the door. We have to open the gateway for developers to get inside and change their government. This is the federal procurement process. Actually, this is part of the federal procurement process. The whole thing wouldn't fit on the slide. But this is the federal procurement process to a certain extent. And it looks very intimidating, but think about it. We're pretty good at this. We're pretty good at changing processes. So this is data.gov. And I think that this is our tactical opening to changing this process. Let me explain. On May the 20th, the government launched data.gov, and it's a catalog of federal data sources. On the same day, the Sunlight Foundation created this, Apps for America 2, the data.gov challenge. I have to say that sinisterly. Apps for America 2 is our development contest for data.gov. There's a $10,000 first prize, a $5,000 second prize, a $1,000 third prize, 10 $500 honorable mentions, one super bonus data visualization prize that can go to any of the prize winners or someone else entirely. Thanks to our sponsors of O'Reilly, Google, TechWeb, and Craig Newmark of Craigslist, we will fly everyone out to Washington, D.C., all the top 3 winners and the visualization prize winner, to go to Gov20 Expo and present their cool technology that they've built on top of data.gov. The rules are use any OSI-approved license and use any data linked from data.gov. But why is this important? Well, the deadline is August the 7th. That's only 2 weeks away. and you can go to Sunlight Labs for more information. These are people that are not competing in Apps for America 2. There's SCO, the MPAA, Cylons with a Plan, Kim Jong-il, Al-Qaeda, Freedom Haters, Khan, Megatron, the RIAA, the Smoking Man, and that girl in the 6th grade who asked me if I shaved my legs because I didn't go through puberty yet, and so I didn't wear shorts for 10 years. You don't want to be on this list, which means you should compete in Apps for America. The reason why this is important is because we have an opportunity now. This is a very scientific graph. This is the political opportunity for transparency using a metric system of Michael Jackson song titles. Right now, we are in the phase where government is more open to transparency than it has ever been. We are in the don't stop till you get enough phase. It's very scientific. This phase will peak in September, and the door will start closing to open government in October. And the reason why is because elections will start again, and instead of figuring out what to do, our politicians will figure out what kind of ads that they want to torture us with in 2010. And then we won't see an opening like this for 4, maybe 8 more years, because after the members of Congress get reelected, the president will start worrying about getting reelected too. So we only have a limited amount of time, which is why this contest is so very important. If we can get enough open source developers to contribute to enough projects around data.gov, we do 2 things. 1, we prove to the government that data.gov is valuable and important. 2, we also prove that there are open source developers out there who want in on this action. And the government will then have no excuse but to change the procurement process and open the doors to us. So I encourage you to not only do this, but also join our hackathon. It's downstairs in room N. And we're working on a couple projects. One is we're parsing every piece of state legislation, every vote, and every legislator, so that people can actually see what's happening in their state and local areas as well as they do on their federal level. Join our community. If you do anything today, please join us. Join our Google group, Sunlight Labs at googlegroups.com. Participate with us. There's some great discussions going on now about healthcare IT. Take a look at our wiki. That's a great way to check and see what's going on. But the most important thing is it's time for open source developers to step up and become organizers, not just in their projects, but in changing their country. We are the key to making change happen. There's no one else that can do this but us. So start getting local, convene hackathons in your area, take data from data.gov, take data from anywhere, and make it so that people can access it and see it. Because we can't afford to wait on government to change our country. We have to do it. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate all that you do, and I look forward to seeing, hopefully, some great submissions from you. Thank you for your time.